Hello everyone. In last session, we had a discussion on definition of Laplace and then Laplace transform of some standard functions. Now, in today's session, we are going to see the Laplace transform with some properties. Now, this is property 1 named as first shifting theorem. As already said, Laplace of product of two functions cannot be taken except few cases. Okay, and this is first case that when function is multiplied by some exponential term, then such Laplace can be taken with effect of exponential term. Okay, now see what is the effect. E raised to at when attached with some function f of t, then we have every s of phi of s replaced by s minus a. And if function is multiplied by e raised to minus at, then every s to be replaced by s plus a. What is phi of s here? It is nothing but Laplace of f of t denoted by phi of s. Then it means that when exponential term is attached in the function, leave it for a moment, start with f of t, take its Laplace, call it phi of s, then attach exponential on left side and give effects on right side, and effect is every s of this phi of s is replaced by s minus a or s plus a. We'll have proof of this shifting theorem. That is, we know the definition of any function, say Laplace, is nothing but 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, and this is denoted by phi of s. We know this s is nothing but available here, rest of the things are part of definition. Similarly, when we go for Laplace of this left side using definition, we get integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into this function as it is, that is e raised to at into f of t dt. So there are two terms of exponential in product form, so their power can be clubbed as s minus a into t f of t dt. So if you see this step here, so if integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, then it is denoted by phi of s. If we compare that step with this step, you can see only difference in s minus a here, which is a coefficient of minus t, and that's why same thing can be written as phi of s minus a. Therefore, when exponential e raised to at is attached, every s is replaced by s minus a. On the same line, when e raised to minus at is attached, every s is replaced by s plus a. Now this will be fixed with some examples. Let's have first example. Laplace of e raised to 2t into sine square t. So we know exponential is a property here, current property, so we will leave it for a moment, but sine square t is not a property, so that is our starting point. Therefore f of t we can take sine square t. As already told, sine square is not in standard form because it's a product of two functions, sine and sine, but we know it can be written as half of 1 minus cos 2t, and we know Laplace of 1 and Laplace of cos 2t, so we take Laplace on both sides. That is, Laplace of sine square t is half of Laplace of 1, which is 1 by s, minus Laplace of cos 2t is s upon s square plus a square. So a is 2 here, that's why 4. Once this is done, this is nothing but our Laplace of f of t, and we know its notation is phi of s. So left side is now attached with the current property, that is e raised to 2t, and its effect to be given on right side. And what is the effect? Every s of phi of s is replaced by s minus a. A is 2 here, that's why s minus 2. So we write here half of 1 upon s minus 2 minus s upon minus s minus 2 upon s square becomes s minus 2 square plus 4, or you can write this as half of 1 upon s minus 2 minus s minus 2 upon s square minus 4s plus 8, and that's it. So in this way, the effect of shifting theorem is very simple, only s to be replaced by s minus a or s plus a on right side. Let's have next example. E raised to 2t into hyperbolic cos 3t. Now we know again e raised to 2t is a property, so we'll start with cos h 3t, that is, let f of t be hyperbolic cos 3t. So there are two ways, either simplify this into exponential form or we know the Laplace, so because this is in standard form, Laplace of hyperbolic of cos 80 is s upon s square minus a square, that is minus 9. Now this is our phi of s because Laplace of f of t is over. Now we attach e raised to 2t on left side. It's very simple, and we give its effect on right side, that every s will be replaced by s minus 2. So s minus 2 upon s minus 2 square minus 9, and that's it. It's very simple. Third example. Now there is no exponential term in given form, but we know that hyperbolic sin t or cos t can be written in exponential form. That's why this example is under property 1. Let's have hyperbolic sin t into sin cube t as e raised to t minus e raised to minus t upon 2. This is hyperbolic sin t, and sin cube t to be taken as 1 by 4 into 3 sin t minus sin 3t. Okay, because we cannot take Laplace of sin cube t, so we are writing them into sin 80 form or cos 80 form. So altogether we get here 1 by 8, rather 3 e raised to t sin t, we are opening the bracket, minus 3 e raised to minus t sin t minus e raised to t sin 3t, and minus minus plus, we have e raised to minus t sin 3t. So we know every term is in standard form, so we can take Laplace on both sides. So here we are skipping small step, we are giving two effects together, that is Laplace of all the functions which are in standard form along with the effect of exponential term. So this is 1 by 8, 3. Now we'll take Laplace of sin t, and then every s of that is replaced by s minus 1 because this is e raised to 1t. So sin t's Laplace is 1 upon s square, which will be now s minus 1 square plus a square, that is 1, minus. Similarly 3, sin t's Laplace is 1 upon s. Now here is e raised to minus t, that's why s will be replaced by s plus 1 square plus 1. Similarly sin 3t's Laplace is 3 upon s square. Now due to this e raised to plus 1t, every s is replaced by s minus 1 plus 9 plus here 3 upon, this is Laplace of sin 3t, s square, but now due to e raised to minus t, that s becomes s plus 1 square plus 9. So this way effect of shifting theorem can be given to each of the terms separately. Then you can simplify the denominator for further steps. We'll have one more example of this type, that is sin 4t is a property, leave it for a moment, but sin 2t and cos t is not a property, but the problem is they are in product form. So we need to split them first. So this is sin 2t into cos t. We know this is sin a cos b form, so its split up is half of sin of a plus b, that's why 3t, plus sin of a minus b, that is 2t minus t, so 1t, and therefore both of the terms are in standard form. We can take its Laplace. Take Laplace on both sides. So Laplace of sin 2t into cos t is half of Laplace of all the terms separately, that is Laplace of sin 3t is 3 upon s square plus 3 square, that is 9, plus Laplace of sin t is 1 upon s square plus 1. Okay, now this part is over. Attach exponential on left side. So you can see left side is getting slowly our given example or given function, and right side contains all the effects of properties available in the example. So e raised to 4t's effect on right side is what? Every s of right side is replaced by s minus 4. So it will be half of 3 upon s minus 4 square plus 9 plus 1 upon s minus 4 square plus 1. Moreover, you can write this as half of 3 upon s square minus 8s plus 16 plus 9, that is plus 25 at denominator, plus 1 upon s square minus 8s plus 16 plus 1, that is plus 17. And here is the Laplace of given example. We have now property number 2. So property 1 with 4 5 examples are enough to get the effect of exponential term available in the function. Okay, so we are not taking Laplace of exponential, rather we are giving effect of exponential on second side, and that effect is, if it is e raised to at, every s on right side is replaced by s minus a, and if it is e raised to minus at, then right side s will be replaced by s plus a. We have another property known as multiplication by t property. Now you can see here there are many versions of this property. So first, when function is attached with t, so this product is allowed under property. So when function is multiplied by t, then what is the effect of that t? There is a minus sign and one derivative of phi of s. Again, what is phi of s here? It is Laplace of f of t. So by leaving t for a moment, Riemann function's Laplace can be written as phi of s, and then it's one derivative and one minus sign. Now next is, if there is t square multiplied to the function, so there are two t's on left side, that's why there is a minus 1 square and double derivative of phi of s. You can generalize this now. How many t's on left side is nothing but those many minus sign, those many derivatives of phi of s, and in general we have last formula. If t raised to n is attached to the function, then minus 1 raised to n into nth derivative of phi of s. So very simple property. Let's have small example about this property, that is Laplace of t into sin t. Again, t is a property here, but sin t is not a property. So we start with sin t first. That is our f of t. So Laplace of sin t, we know it is in standard form, that's why 1 upon s square plus 1. Now let's attach t on left side. So what is effect on the right side? This is single t, that's why single minus sign, single derivative of phi of s. So phi of s is what? Laplace of given function, that is 1 upon s square plus 1. So we know this derivative is nothing but minus 1 upon denominator square into derivative of denominator, that is 2s. That's why finally 2s upon s square plus 1 bracket square, and that's it. This is the effect of t, multiplication by t property. Here is multiplication by t square. Now here t square is a property and e raised to 2t. Since there is no other function here, that's why we are taking e raised to 2t as the f of t. You can have e raised to 2t as different and function as into 1. Okay, so we'll have both the calculations here. So let's start with Laplace of f of t and take f of t as e raised to 2t. We know its Laplace, it is 1 upon s minus 2. Therefore, when t square is attached on left side, that is t square into e raised to 2t, it is minus 1 square, that is plus 1, and two derivatives of 1 upon s minus 2, that is above term. So minus 1 square is 1, and first derivative will be minus 1 upon s minus 2 bracket square, and then next derivative is 2 upon s minus 2 cube, because same thing can be written as minus dds of s minus 2 raised to minus 2. So when we differentiate this, minus 2 comes here in front, so it becomes 2, and after differentiation bracket raised to power minus 1, that's why minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, and at denominator it is plus 3. So this is the final answer. But if we take both as a property, say t square and e raised to 2t, both as a property, then what is remain there? What is remain function there? Because we have to start with, so that is 1. So we'll take Laplace of 1, that is 1 upon s. Then we attach one property, that is e raised to 2t into 1. It gives us 1 upon s minus 2. So we are at this step, and then rest of the terms as it is. One more possibility is there, that we can have shuffling between these 2 points, that is e raised to 2t into t square. We can start with Laplace of t square. We know Laplace of t raised to n is n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. So it gives us 2 factorial upon s cube. And then when we attach exponential term on left side, its effect on right side is every s is replaced by s minus 2, and that's why 2 upon s minus 2 cube, and we get the same answer as in previous. So to solve by any method you get the same answer because effects are same and they are in product form. One more example on this, that is Laplace transform of t into sine square t, but t is a property here, so leave it for a moment. Start with sine square t, which is not a property. So sine square t is not in standard form, so we write its split up as half of 1 minus cos 2t, and we know it is in standard form, in the sense we know its Laplace. So taking Laplace on both sides, so Laplace of sine square t is half of 1 upon s minus cos 2t's Laplace is s upon s square plus 4. Now attach t on left side, that is t into sine square t. Right side is differentiated with 1 minus sign because only single t is attached. So d ds of 1 by s minus s upon s square plus 4. So only one differentiation, that's why minus half. Derivative of 1 by s is 1 minus 1 by s square minus, this is u by v rule. So numerator contains denominator as it is into derivative of numerator minus numerator as it is derivative of denominator, which is 2s upon denominator square, that is s square plus 4 whole square. When we open the bracket, we have minus sign outside and all the terms inside also negative, so we'll have minus sign inside, which gives us first positive term, that is 1 upon s square. Here is also plus. Now s square minus 2s square is minus s square plus 4 can be written as 4 minus s square, and denominator is nothing but s square plus 4 bracket square, and that's it. This way the effect of t is simply differentiation on second side with extra minus sign for 1t. Here is t square into e raised to t into sine 4t. So you can see here, this is our current property, that is t's property, that is t square. So this is the property. E raised to t, that is previous property, that is shifting theorem. So sine 4t is not a property, so we will start with sine 4t. Let f of t be the sine 4t. So Laplace of sine 4t is 4, that is a upon s square plus 4 square, that is 16. Now the thing is, question is whether to give effect of t square first or e first, that is shifting theorem or multiplication by t. Okay, I suggest, because since they are in product form, I suggest go for t square first, because the reason is effect of t is nothing but differentiation on second side. Therefore we need less terms for the differentiation, it will be easy for calculation. Therefore we go for t square first, that is t square sine 4t, and it gives us minus 1 square, that is plus 1 into 4, and two derivatives d2 by ds square of 1 upon s square plus 16. Okay, now this is nothing but a 4, 1 derivative. Now derivative of 1 upon s square plus 16 is minus 1 upon s square plus 16 bracket square into derivative of denominator, that is 2s at numerator. So again minus 2 is outside as constant, so minus 8, and remain quantities differentiation. So s upon s square plus 16 whole square gives us u by v form. So we use u by v rule, that is s square plus 16 denominator as it is into derivative of numerator, that is 1, minus numerator as it is derivative of denominator bracket square का derivative क्या होगा, 2 into bracket, that is 2 into s square plus 16 into derivative of bracket, that is 2s. So this way we can differentiate, and denominator square, that is s square plus 16 square, but it's already square, that's why power 4. You can see s square plus 16 is available in this term, s square plus 16 is available in this term, and also at denominator. It can be cancelled throughout at least one bracket, so we get minus 8. So one of the s square plus 16 is remain here, minus 4s square only upon s square plus 16 cube. So on simplifying we get minus 8 16 minus 3s square upon s square plus 16 cube. Okay, now this was the Laplace of only t square sine 4t. Now exponential is remain, so let's attach exponential on left side, that is e raised to t square sine 4t. So what is the effect of exponential on right side? Every s to be replaced by s minus 1, because this is e raised to 1t, so every s is replaced by s minus 1. So finally 16 minus 3 into s minus 1 square upon s minus 1 square plus 16 bracket cube, and that's it. Now we have one more example under multiplication by t, that is t into root of 1 plus sine t. So here t is a property, leave it. 1 plus sine t is not a property, so we'll start with, therefore f of t is root of 1 plus sine t. Now we can see here 1 and sine t both are in standard form, its Laplaces are known, but they are under root, that's why not in standard form. We cannot take Laplace of this power, right? So to remove this root sign, we need to express 1 plus sine t into square of something. By logic, we get 1. We can write it as sine square t by 2 plus cos square t by 2. Why t by 2? The reason is, 1 we can write in any angle, sine square plus cos square of any theta, but the problem is with sine theta, because sine t we know it is a 2 sine t by 2 into cos t by 2, and that's why we used angle t by 2. Okay, so this is something a square plus b square plus 2ab form, and that's why it is square of a plus b, and that's why it is simply, therefore it is nothing but sine t by 2 plus cos t by 2 bracket square, and hence we have given function as only sine t by 2 plus cos t by 2 with a as half for both. Okay, and we know its Laplace can be taken, so taking Laplace on both sides, so Laplace of root of 1 plus sine t is Laplace of this, so it is a upon, so a is half here, that's why half upon s square plus a square, that is 1 by 4, plus Laplace of cos t by 2 is s upon s square plus a square, that's why s square plus 1 by 4. So denominators are same, we can club them, so we get here half plus s upon 4s square plus 1 divided by 4. So altogether we get 2 plus 4s upon 4s square plus 1, because we need most simplified term so that we can differentiate it, because our next property is multiplication by t, so we need simplified form of the term for differentiation. Now attach t on left side, that is t into 1 plus sine t, and second side is minus d ds of the previous term, that is 2 plus 4s or 4s plus 2 upon 4s square plus 1. So again u by v rule is required here, so minus sign, denominator as it is, derivative of numerator, that is 4, minus 4s plus 2, that is numerator as it is, derivative of denominator is 8s upon denominator square, that is 4s square plus 1 bracket square. Okay, so on simplifying we get here 16s square plus 4 minus 32s square minus 16s upon 4s square plus 1 square, and at last if we take minus sign inside, we get 16s square minus 32s square is minus 16s square, and due to this minus sign we have plus 16s square, then minus 16s gives us plus 16s, and plus 4 gives us minus 4 upon 4s square plus 1 square, and this is the final answer. Therefore, in today's session, we saw a property which is named as multiplication by t. So when t is attached on left side, its effect on right side is nothing but those many minus signs and those many derivatives. Okay, in next session, we'll be looking at few more properties. Thank you.